checking out day 5 of the adventure. It's the 2nd of June and in Melbourne at the Backpackers, and what a great way to start the day by reading that. Seizing the day for all the people there. Of course, Terry Wallace quitting his Richmond coach, and the tragedy of the Air France jet is in the news. Australia claiming that we're not racist, according to the PM. Big story in the Melbourne paper. The great Tiger Woods is on the way to Australia and will be playing in Melbourne. It's going to be huge. Of course, Origin tomorrow night. Cannot wait. And the great thing about being in a backpack is you just never know who you're going to meet. What you do know is you're going to meet people from all around the world. It's so cool. And I was sitting at the computer last night and met Amber, and she was telling me about her travelling website with health, and so I thought I'd film a chat for the web show. That's her website there, Epic Self, and here is Amber.
The streets of St Kilda with Amber. How are you?
I'm doing good.
We met last night at the computers at the hostel.
Yeah.
How are you finding the hostel? Good?
It's good, yeah. It's a whole new experience. I haven't been hostling before, so yeah, it's been fun meeting people.
And where are you from?
I'm from Santa Cruz, California.
So tell us a story briefly on how you end up in Melbourne.
I decided to kind of launch a mobile life about a month ago. I was living in San Francisco for the last 4 years and working like a dog, and wanted to travel, and I have a couple websites, and I dance and I teach Pilates, so those things go mobily. So I was like, let's do it around the world, and I've been dying to travel since I got out of school.
Yep.
So.
And how have you found the adventure so far?
It's been
What's your favourite thing about Australia?
The people are incredible. I've only been to Sydney so far, and Melbourne, and Sydney is really naturally beautiful, and just I think it's where like the city meets the beauty of the country is just great, and I think it's just the beauty of the country I love. Yeah.
Awesome. So when we met last night at the computer, you were telling me about the health thing that you're into. How did you get involved in that? Tell us about your website.
My website is epicself.com, and it's a mind, body, spirit blog. So it kind of talks about everything from nutrition to meditation, holistic health, fitness, all that good stuff. It's kind of advice and tips on how to lead the most epic life that you can, and that's mind, body, spirit, and how to keep it in balance. So that's my main site, and now I'm launching a travel blog about this kind of nomad life I'm leading, and connecting with digital bloggers like myself who do the same thing, who travel mobily and do the same thing.
So were you always a healthy person? Or
Totally.
Is it,
oh
really?
yeah. Oh
always?
Yeah. Well, I got into it like in my teens, and I got into holistic health in college, and then I was like, okay, this is something I really need in my life, and got more into it, and just decided to like really dive into it and do the blog and just keep researching. So I'm always researching all the new stuff, and that's what I write about is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could live the ultimate dream with it all, like what's the grand plan for you?
The grand plan for me is, well, right now, because I did all these blogs so I could support my dance passion, because dance doesn't really pay well. So
what kind of dance, by the way?
It's modern dance or contemporary. There's you can kind of call it either, but yeah. So my dream would be to dance for some touring company, that's some big company that travels the world, and that'd be my big dream. But really to make a difference in people's lives, and I feel like I do that with my blog, and talking with my readers and seeing like how I'm inspiring them is really inspiring me and keeps me going. So it's kind of like a cyclical thing. You inspire people, but they inspire you to keep going. And so I think just trying to make the world a better place in some way through what I do in life. So that's my writing and things like that.
Well, great to meet you randomly at the computer for a quick chat, and all the best with all your travels.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it was great fun meeting Amber. Always cool to see young people out there chasing their own dreams and creating things, and you can check out our website there, epicself.com. But for me, it was a quick trip from the Backpackers to the airport. I couldn't believe it. The guy sitting next to me on the flight, hadn't seen him in 15 years, my old radio boss, the GM, Craig Denyer there, and there you go. So that blew me away. When I got back to my mate Rudy's place, I thought I'd go over and catch up with some friends, Elton Flatley and Stephanie, and this is a great moment from Elton's career. So it was definitely a magic moment in Elton's career, the 2003 Rugby World Cup final. But as we were watching Police Academy, I was telling him about Melbourne, and we thought we'd have a bit of a chat about the big Origin match tomorrow night.
Well, did you ever want to play League just for Origin? Because there was a chance there for a while that you were going to go to League. Yes, no. Surely do union players watch it and just think they want to be a part of something like that?
Yeah, I think as a sportsman you want to play with the best of the best. And rugby league, that's basically the whole country stops, and it's just a fantastic style of footy. There's been some greats of the game. Lewis, Meninga, Kenny, Sterler, like heaps of that play the game. So it's always it's cracking. I love it.
Well, why don't they, as a union board, right, have the Super 14s or whatever?
You look like a little bit like Mahoney.
Why don't the union board have their season and then play a State of Origin and have the players that grew up, because it'll work in union.
It'll definitely work. It's a great idea. And
why don't they do it?
Well, rugby's only been professional now for about 12, 13 years. So I think now's the if you're a Queenslander, you grew up in Queensland, that's who you played for. Now it's professional, you go all over the place. So I don't think it'll be too far until the AU say, hey, we're going to do this.
Well, mate, I'm just a fan, and I reckon that's rugby union's not going that great at the moment, and I reckon they should do Origin with the real team. How good would that be?
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. It'd be unreal, and the players would love it. I think, just like they do, maybe play one game a year to start off with, and if it's success, then just run with it.
Yeah, so there it is. A bit random, but I reckon that idea would be unbelievable if they finish the Super 14 season, but they should do an Origin game. But this cracked me up. You probably didn't hear any of that because I bet you were watching the screen behind Police Academy, and especially these moments. There you go. So maybe you can go back and watch it again and enjoy both little moments. But this cracked me up. Leaving Melbourne this morning, I saw this in the paper, particularly with the 10-day adventure and even the web show in itself. It's a little bit sort of self-indulgent, but that's my star sign, and it just blew me away reading that. Hope it all comes true. And the funny thing is, I have been pretty tired lately doing it. It's a lot of work travelling around and doing everything by yourself and editing late at night and then getting it online. But hopefully that does come true, because it is a massive dream where there's a win-win situation. So we'll see what happens on the web show.